Hey, it's Lenny Solomon live. Show number 318, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Shlockrock Foundation studios here in Beit Shemesh, Israel. Hope you guys are doing well. It is show number 318, a special Svirat omer show, meaning there's no music today, just me talking. And hopefully you guys chatting with me. So that's the idea. The idea is I talk, you guys ask me some questions. Oh, we got Uri Butler already chiming in from Squirrel Hill, Pittsburgh, PA. Great to see you, Uri. So we want to you guys ask whatever questions you want to ask. I will comment on them. We will talk a little bit about what's going on in the world of schlock rock, and we will be doing no music shows until the 33rd day of the Omer, which is approximately 9 days from now. So we'll have another couple of shows, and then we'll be going live music again. Hope things are good. Hope everything is good. I'll tell you, I got my Ranger jersey on because the Rangers have game 6 tonight. Chance to close out the series and move on to round 3 in the NHL playoffs. Hopefully they will do that. We're not going to jinx them. And we'll tell you a little bit about what's going on in the world of schlock rock. But first, we must talk about the Schlock Rock Foundation, www.schlockrockfoundation.org. In the beginning, we were a for-profit. In the beginning. First thing is I got to say hello to Jonathan Powers, JP from Allentown, PA, one of my favorite cities to play. So anyway, what was I telling you? I was telling you that in the beginning, Schlock Rock was a for-profit organization, and now it is a not-for-profit, meaning all the music that we make, which is free, it's available on Spotify, available on all the streaming services, is free. I mean, but that means it's got to be listener sponsored, meaning you guys have to support it. Make a donation to the Schlock Rock Foundation.org. Just go to that website, www.schlockrockfoundation.org. Click on donate. Click on donate. You could use PayPal. You could use a credit card. I want to say hello to Andra. Andra's driving. But we are building up a big audience, you guys. Make sure if you have any questions, if you want to make any comments, like what's your favorite Schlock Rock song, or when are you coming to this city? Of course, the answer will be when you hire me. That will be the answer. Although it would be great at this point if we could do like one of those 250 city tours. And JP says, sorry, Rangers are going to lose tonight for game 7 on Saturday night. Okay, well, I hope you're wrong, JP. We want the Rangers to win. I'm wearing my Adam Fox jersey. Adam Fox is Jewish on the Rangers. There were like 12 Jewish NHL players this year, the most ever. Starting with the goaltender in Boston, Jeremy Swayman, and Quinn Hughes, and Luke Hughes, and Jack Hughes are all Jewish. And who else? Lots and lots of Jewish. Of course, Zach Hyman and Jacob Chikrin. Lots of Jewish players this year. NHL was not necessarily known for having Jewish players, but somehow that's changed. I don't really know why. There's even a rumor that Artemi Panarin is Jewish because his grandparents are. I don't know what side that is, so I can't confirm or deny that. All right, so let's go back to Schlock Rock, the world of Schlock Rock, the world of the original music of Lenny Solomon. What about Daniel in Babylon? We have been waiting 12 years for that. Yes, these things take a long time, I'm afraid. I didn't realize that when I wrote Daniel in Babylon, how long it takes, but it takes a long time. And we need funding. So we need investors or we need donors. Either way, donors can just make a donation to either the Four Corners Project or to the Schlock Rock Foundation, and the money will get to the Daniel Project. but there are investors too. Minimum investment is $5,000. Get in touch with me. I'll tell you all about it. It's very exciting what we're planning, and we just need to fund, right? Okay, so that's the first thing. So that's the Daniel and Babylon project. In terms of the albums, I am working now on Schlock Rock 41, which is a parody album. But you're telling me, but Lenny, you have 41 albums. Yes, Schlock Rock 42 came out before Schlock Rock 41. Schlock Rock 42 is called Nisim Nisan. Has in it a song that JP wrote, Refainu Hashem V'nerafei. Right, JP wrote that song, and it made it onto the album, Nisim B'Nisan. We will play it later on in the month. Because you know what ER stands for? The Jewish month of ER stands Ani Hashem Rofecha. So you're going to ask me, what's going on in Israel? I mean, is it scary? Is it not scary? Not scary. It's just very tense. I mean, just in my neighborhood alone, there are 300 kids that are in the army, that are at war. Very, very scary, because you don't want to, you know, you don't want to lose anybody. We've been losing some soldiers here and there. Apparently, we're making great inroads, but the price to be paid, as they say, there's a price to be paid. Yes. So hopefully there will be no more price to be paid. We can win, and the war can end, because it's very hard during this time. I was listening on the radio today. For those of you that know Hebrew, so there's this Israeli DJ, and she was listening, and she's, instead of calling it Yom Ha'atzmaut, which is the Israeli Independence Day, she called it Yom Ha'atzvaut, as in etzev, as in sadness, the day of sadness, because there are people that were losing. That was kind of interesting. I never had heard that before. So, but these people really know Hebrew, puts me in my place, as they say. But so that's the scoop. Now, what about your next trip? When is your next trip, Lenny? That's a good question. Asked by no one. I'm just making up the questions as we go. My next trip is June 19th to July 1st. It's a 2-week trip. It's a short trip. If you want a show, get in touch with me, Lenny@shlockrock.com. Right? We did that song on Yom Ha'atzmaut. Why did I play music on Yom Ha'atzmaut? Because Yom Ha'atzmaut is a holiday. You celebrate. And we were allowed to play music. But now we can't really play because of the Sfirat omer. You could only do a cappella. So I could sing without any musical accompaniment. Although there would be a loophole here or there if we wanted to play music, but we don't really need to. We also have to interview some people. I'm going to hopefully I will find some good musicians to interview for next week. Today's already Thursday. Shabbat is tomorrow. Friday, tomorrow's Erev Shabbat. It's a short week because of Israel Independence Day, Yom Ha'atzmaut, and also Yom HaZikaron. Yom HaZikaron is Memorial Day, the saddest day of the year, and it went to the happiest day of the year. But yeah, it wasn't really so happy because of what's going on in this country. But it's very, very important that you guys plan your Aliyah. Very important. You need to move here. It's the place to be. It's just, we are very excited. Living here. I've been living here 27 years. Almost. Was it 27? It was 96, 96, and it is 24. Yeah. Over 27 years. And this September, or this July, makes 28. This July will be 28 years that I've been living in Israel. It's the best place to be. Just the best place. All those songs that I wrote, they're true. I didn't make them up. The streets are going up in Beit Shemesh, and the roads are being paved with my dreams. Those are the words that I wrote back in January of 97, on 6 months after I had made Aliyah. And it was just a great, great song. I've written so many songs about moving to Israel. You guys, it's time for you to plan, to prep, and to get over here as soon as possible. That's all I can say about that. What else are we going to say? Oh, Uri wants me to say hi to David Goodman from Camp Hask. We do this every show, Uri. I don't know if you realize that, but every show you tell me to do that. So we're going to say hello to David Goodman from Camp Hask. And Uri says, I miss you, Lenny. Yes, we miss you too. We miss you, Uri. Hopefully we'll get to Pittsburgh maybe this summer. If not in July, on the next trip, we'll have to see. But anyway, we have this great plan of doing 10 performances of Daniel in Babylon in Los Angeles, filming them, and then releasing a theatrical live stream so you could watch it right from your house. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Um, let's see. What influenced you to make Aliyah? So that's a very good question. Andra asks, what influenced you to make Aliyah? And I'm going to tell you now. Aliyah is something that's got to be in your gut. It's inside of you. So obviously, when I went to school, I went to a Jewish day school, and they reinforced Israel. But I don't know. I just had it in me to move. So even though all my friends who went to the Israel for the year, they said to me, we're going to make Aliyah. They never did. Life got in the way. I never went to Israel for a year, and I moved because it was part of me. It was where I had to be. So nothing really influenced me. It's just that when I went there for a visit in 83 and 85 and so on and so forth, every year I started going every year. It just got more and more. You just knew this was where I was going to be. And, yeah. So that's the scoop. So, yeah. That's how we moved to Israel. I moved to Israel in July of 1997. July of 1996, and it was great. So, Uri asks, how is your family doing? Family's doing great. I have a daughter who's in the Air Force, believe it or not. She is in a job, it's called Mashakat Nifkaim. And in Hebrew, and in English, that means that if somebody gets hurt in the Army, in the Air Force, her job is to call them up and ask them, what can we do for you? What can the Army do for you? What do you need? She goes, visits people. That's her job. And she's almost finished with her 2 years of service. She's doing 2 years of service. When you're a girl, you either do Army or you do Sherut Leumi. Sherut Leumi means national service. So, my other daughters, my first two daughters, did national service. My fourth daughter is doing national service next year. But my third daughter went Army because all of her friends did, and she's really had a great experience. She's really enjoyed it, and we're all doing well. It's a great place to be. Israel's a great place to be. You should come for a visit, come check it out, and even move if you can. I mean, that's what I would tell you, and that's the story. So we have like this. I'm working on Schlag Rock 41, which is an all parody album. Oh my God. My friend Alan Basson writes, it's great to see you, Alan. Fabulous to see you. Great sax player. We did a Billy Joel evening. Alan was the sax player. Learned all the parts of all the Billy Joel songs. We had the greatest time. Alan, great to see you. Yeah, we're doing good. How are you guys doing? I know that your son just got engaged. I saw it on Facebook. Mazal tov to you. Okay, JP asks me, being from Queens, why are you not an Islanders fan? Answer is because when I was 6 years old, my father, may he rest in peace, took me to a Ranger game. Islanders didn't exist, so I became a Ranger fan. That's what I am. I've always been a Ranger fan. And I didn't live in the island. I live in Queens. Queens is part of New York City. Yeah, they won the cup in 1994, and hopefully this year they'll win. We're hoping. Yeah, sports questions. You'd think this is a sports show, wouldn't you, JP? Anyway, so we are working on this parody album. It's called Old School. It's 70s and 80s music. We've got a very good writing team. It's going to be excellent. And I have to get to work on it. Maybe this week we'll start already because I want to put this thing out Hopefully by August. I'm not sure it's going to make it by this August. It might be November, but we'll see. We shall see. We also have to start putting out new original music every month, one song a month. We also have to make music videos. These are all things that you guys can sponsor. Not expensive to do. It's not expensive. It's like $2,500 for a song, $5,000 for a music video. Um, for the Daniel and Babylon project, you can invest. It's also 5,000 is the minimum investment, but you can give less. You can give less for anything, for any of the projects. You don't have to sponsor a whole song. You can co-sponsor a song, or you can, find 5 people to do $500. We it's all there for you, but you have to keep supporting the work of Schlock Rock and myself. Why? Because it does great things. It makes you feel good about being Jewish, makes you feel good about so many things. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here at Lenny Solomon Live, show 318. We've already spoken for 16 minutes. I talked 16 minutes straight. Can you believe that? Now, Eitan G is back in LA. He was with us last show, as you know. And that's the scoop. Anyway, so yeah. So Alan writes, I miss our famous concerts. Yeah, I also miss our concerts. The work must come, you guys. COVID snatched away a lot of performances, but it's all from God. God has his plan. We have to go with that plan, whether it's being a Pittsburgh Pirates fan or whether it's being a Pittsburgh Penguins fan or whether it's just being a Maccabi Tel Aviv supporter here in Israel or a Poel Yerushalayim. It's very important to do what you're going to do, but you got to support the work of the Schlock Rock Foundation, informal Jewish education through music and media. All right, well, I think we're going to wrap it up. Unless somebody has any I'm going to give you another 10 seconds to ask a question. If not, we're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to say we will see you next week with another Sfirat HaOmer show, and hopefully we will have a special guest that we will talk to. All right, keep on schlocking, everybody. Feel good. Feel the Emunah. And remember, Mashiach is on his way. He is coming. Don't stop thinking about Mashiach. Did I just give away one of the songs on the new album? Yes, I did. All right. Keep on schlocking, and we will see you next week with Lenny Solomon Live, show number 319. 318 is in the books.